So I'm really happy, you guys. I got my Leonie doll finally, and I'm building my MapleLea doll collection. I'm really enjoying this doll line. Hello, my cherished doll friends. Welcome back to my doll collecting channel. My name is Cheryl, and if you're new, I'm really happy you're here today. I wanted to show you some of my MapleLea dolls, and in particular, I'm really excited about a new one that I got from Facebook Marketplace, and she's one that I've been waiting for and hoping to find in the wild because this doll is no longer on their website, and I'll explain that more. But I also have a big bag of stuff to show that came with her. And first I just want to show you a clip of my first impression of her because I have had her for a few days and I have been enjoying her. I haven't opened any of the items yet, but I've been displaying the doll. So I just want you to see my very first impressions when I first brought her home. And before I do that, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and share the video if you know anybody else who's interested in MapleLea doll content and all my other doll content. So I'm going to just show you the clips now, and then we'll come back. I'm going to talk about my MapleLea dolls that I have in my collection, and we're going to open these items together. I'm going to show you the new girl, and yeah, I hope that it's going to be fun. So I'll see you in a minute. I just picked up my Leonie doll, and oh my goodness, she is beautiful. For a vintage doll, she is in absolutely gorgeous, almost brand new condition. She was only owned by one person. It was a young lady who, it was her childhood doll, and she has a whole duffel bag full of clothes. I can't wait to show you. Look at her, she's actually stunning. And she's got a box of stuff. This is her starter outfit here, and this is her box that she came in, and she came with a brush and a musical instrument. Oh, I can't wait to show everybody. Can't wait to show you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna film a video, but this is my first impression bringing her home. She is beautiful. Okay, well now you know who's in the box. It's not going to be a surprise anymore. So let's get her out and look at her together. I just love her so much. I actually didn't expect to like this doll so much. When I first saw her in the catalog and online, I thought she was a little unusual looking, and I wasn't really a fan initially. In fact, a lot of these dolls are like that. The MapleLea dolls are a different look than the American Girl. They do tend to be a little bit more realistic looking, and they have more facial details that can be a little uncanny and a little bit unusual for people who aren't used to seeing them. But it's funny how once you start looking at them more and more, they grow on you and they become more beautiful. If you were new to collecting American Girl doll, you would probably find their faces to be quite plain. It's knowing them and collecting them and seeing their different characters and how they look in different outfits and just looking at them over and over again makes them endearing to us. And I think that's the same with MapleLea dolls. So I think we should give them more of a chance because I have grown to really love them. First, I want to open this one too, but you've seen her already. So I just want to go through the ones that I have already. And this was my very first MapleLea doll. This is my Taryn, and she is, here, let's bring her up close. You can see her face there. She's very cute. I found her in a thrift store at Value Village, and she's wearing this little letters outfit, and she's just adorable. So she's an older version of Taryn, actually. So I just wrote a few notes about the characters here. So Taryn represents Banff, Alberta, and she is, so the markings on the back of her neck say Avonlea Traditions. Avonlea Traditions company used to be the makers of the Anne of Green Gables dolls, and I believe they changed their name to MapleLea later on and started making all the different characters from the different provinces of British Columbia. And so Taryn represents Alberta, Banff, Alberta, and so the numbers on the back of her neck say Avonlea Traditions, and she was created in 2003, so this is number 1 sculpt. So the numbers say 2003-1, and then below that it says 2007-6. If you look at Sophia from Just Dream Studios channel, she is an expert on the MapleLea dolls, and Blaine from Blaine also knows an awful lot about MapleLea as well. He lives really close to an actual storefront, so he doesn't even have to get his delivered. He can go right there and pick them up. So those 2 channels are great for knowing more about the MapleLea dolls. That's my Taryn doll, and I think she's absolutely adorable. Her eyes have changed color a little bit. Some of the older dolls, the eyes change color over the years with age. I think they've corrected this feature now. So her eyes were brown and now they're looking very red. And as Sophia would say, vampire-like. So she's got cute dimples and she's just got really cute facial features. And that is my Taryn doll. And she was my very first MapleLea doll in my collection. So this is Selah, and her character is from Iqaluit, Nunavut. So she is from our northern territories in British Columbia, and she's a beautiful doll. So I'll just let you see her up close, how pretty she is. She's very popular in the MapleLea dolls because she is just so unique looking and so beautiful. Look at her long black hair, it's so shiny. I bought her brand new from MapleLea, and so her version is 2010-1 are the first set of numbers. So I believe that's when she was first created. That's her face sculpt. And then 2024-10. So I guess that means in 2024, she's the 10th version of, or the 10th production of this face mold. I'm not exactly sure how it all works. Sophia can explain it better. But so that is my Selah doll. I bought her brand new from the website, and I need to get some more clothes for her. I did recently open some MapleLea shoes or over there somewhere, and some moccasins for her. So I'm going to be getting some new clothes at some point too. But I just think my Selah is so beautiful. So this is my Charlesy doll, and she is close to my heart because she is our BC girl, and she is from Salt Spring Island, British Columbia. That is very close to me. It's only a ferry ride away. I have been there several times. It's a beautiful island full of nature, and there's lots of animals there. Charlesy in her story has sheep, 2 sheep and a goat, and there are lots of sheep over on Salt Spring Island, a lot of artists over there. I did a video one time before I was doing YouTube. It was a real estate video actually, and I filmed all around the island of Salt Spring Island, and I filmed artisans like glass blowers and textile artists. We visited a potter. We saw some food vendors and just wonderful artisans on the island and painters. And so it's a very fun place to live and to visit. And look at Charlesy, isn't she cute in this little outfit? She didn't come in her meat outfit because she was part of a secret sale, and so I got her for a good deal without her meat outfit, or her starter outfit as they call it in MapleLea. So I put this little outfit on her, which is I think sold out now, but it actually features her 2 sheep and her goat. They're called Cam and Loops. The Empress is the goat. So that is a cute little outfit there on our Charlesy, and I just think she is adorable, and I love her little character and the way she looks. Her hair is like pumpkin pie, and her eyes are like the color of the Pacific Ocean. This is my most recent acquisition before the one I'm going to show you in the box, Leonie. This is KMF 14 friend doll, and isn't she cute? I got her from Value Village, so she was like, I don't know, $9.99 or something. And look at her, she's so pretty. She's got strawberry blonde hair, and actually her face is pretty cute. As I've said, some of the MapleLea dolls, you know, aren't necessarily the most attractive when you first see them. They tend to grow on you, some faster than others. And when I first laid eyes on her, I thought, I'm not sure, but she's a MapleLea doll. I'll bring her home. Sure enough, I cleaned her up. You'll see in my last video where I fixed her up when I did my Wednesday doll dress up. And I turned her into this little witch. And I don't have her hat and her broom on right now because it's not Halloween yet, and I want to save some of the festivities for later in the season into October. So I just kept the little dress on her, and I've sort of tentatively named her Glinda the Good Witch, even though it's not the traditional Glinda outfit. She kind of gives me that vibe because she's got, you know, the witch shoes and the striped stockings. That reminds me of the Wicked Witch of the West, actually, them shriveling under the house when the house falls down on her. But then she's got this pink dress and the blonde hair, which is more like the Good Witch of the North, Glinda. So for now, I've named her Glinda because I don't have another Glinda to call Glinda. So that is my little KMF 14, and she is a Friends doll, and her number is generation 2016-2. So I don't really know what that means. It sounds like she's a second edition of the 2016 version of the Friends doll. So I think she's really cute, and she cleaned up really well, and I love her in this little witch outfit. And when I get more MapleLea outfits, I'm of course gonna find some other look for her. This will be seasonal, but for now, she's wearing this into October through the Halloween season. All right, let's get to Leonie. Okay, Leonie. Oh my gosh, I have fallen in love with her, you guys. At first, as I said, I wasn't sure, and I actually was waiting for the new Leonie to come back into stock on the MapleLea website. I believe she is coming. I've seen the newer version on Just Dream Studios and Disblane's channels, and she's very beautiful. And they both have versions of the older version, as this one is here, and they've compared them. And so I just have the one, but she's a little unusual looking, but I just really, really like her. So she came in the original gift box, and this is how she came. Just like this. So she's there in her box. She's wearing an adorable outfit, and she's got her brush. That's good because I had a brush like this and I gave it away when I gave a doll away to a little girl in my giveaway. So I lost this brush. So I'm happy to have that back again. And she does have her journal as well. And I've been reading a little bit about it, about Leonie. And she likes hockey, and she likes music. She likes to play a musical instrument. It's supposed to be guitar, but you know what? She has a violin in her box. So that is really cute. I'll show you that up close. And so here is our Leonie doll, and she is so sweet. I am so lucky that I found one in such good condition in this age, because the great news is that she is a first edition Leonie, and I didn't really know that at first. The ad did say she was from 2018, but I didn't really know that that meant she was a first edition. So there she is. I'll let you look at her up close again. She's got very pale eyes, and they're supposed to be hazel. So I'm not sure if they have changed color over the years. I feel like they were probably a little darker hazel in the beginning, but that's how they look now. And she's like brand new condition. She's just very beautiful. She's wearing this adorable little red jacket that snaps up, but if you turn this in and you turn these in, it kind of hides the snaps and looks really cute. She's got this little tie and a little, it almost looks like a school uniform. I just love it. And look at these boots. I love the boots that she's wearing. So this is how she looked when I picked her up, just like this. And I haven't changed her out of it yet because I just adore it on her. I think it's super cute. And so I want to open the other stuff and show you everything that she came with. So let's get her situated somewhere in the background. Oh, she's just so pretty. I'm just in love with her. I know she's a little bit, I don't know, what do you guys think, everybody? What do you think? She's got some interesting features. She has kind of a high forehead, sort of like me, and sort of comes out a little bit more. She's got just different features than the other girls. Like if you compare her with, let's say, Taryn. Let's bring Taryn up. You can really see the difference in the facial sculpts there. And the new Leonie is also different than Taryn, but different than this Leonie. So it's quite interesting to see how the molds change over the years. Usually not so dramatically, but in Leonie's case, it's quite a dramatic change. So I just think that's so interesting. And let's open up all her stuff. She's got tons of clothes and I can't wait to show you. And then maybe at the end, we'll try some on her. So I was really happy that she came with her original journal too. And I have been, as I said, reading a little bit. And where am I? I saved my spot. So here is where it shows that she loves hockey. Oh, and the other cool thing about her that I really liked is that she has a pet cockatoo, a cockatiel, I should say. And I used to have birds when I was younger. This is funny. When I was in my 20s, I was really into birds. I had budgies, I had cockatiels. I even had a cockatoo for a number of years. And I started this little business called Feathered Friends Bed and Breakfast. And it was basically a bird sitting business. So I did that for a while. It was really fun. I'm very entrepreneurial. I've tried all kinds of different silly little things like that. But when I saw that she loved her cockatiel, I was just, you know, kind of felt this little connection with her. And so she loves to be musical. She wants to be a pop star. Where is she there? And what else? There's so many things in the journal. It shows pictures of where she's from and the different festivals that they have in Quebec. And the first part of this journal is in French, of course, because she is from Quebec and that's our second language in Canada, or one of our other languages in Canada. We're a multi-language country. And yeah, so I was happy to get the journal. I've been reading about her. Anyway, I've been reading about her and really enjoying getting to know my new Leonie doll. So that is really, really good that I got like the box, the brush, the journal, just like she's a brand new doll to me. And so this young lady, when I picked the doll up from her, it was quite a nice experience actually. It was a beautiful end of summer day. It was late in the afternoon, but the sun was just at that magic hour. It was about an hour's drive where I had to go and pick her up. And it was kind of in a neighborhood that felt like I was looking around and going, I wouldn't want to live around here. This is really not a very nice neighborhood at all. But the further I got towards the address, it got more countryside and kind of rolling hills, and there were horses and all these beautiful big homes with lots of acreage, and it was a beautiful, well-to-do area. And her home was beautiful, and I parked outside. The sun was shining. It was a beautiful sunny day. I don't know, it was just one of those moments, you know, like I'm getting a new doll. And she came out of her door and she was holding the box like this with the bag on top of it, and walking towards me. I don't know, it's just like out of a movie. It sounds really goofy, but I just have this wonderful memory of picking the doll up. And the girl was lovely, and she handed it to me. And I said, oh, was this your childhood doll? And she said, yes. And I said, won't you feel sad to give her up? And she said, yeah, a little, but it'll be worth it. So she's obviously going to use the money. It was $100 for everything I'm going to show you today. I think that was a really good deal, but she obviously had that money slated for something important to her. So I'm happy for her that that helped her out, and that she got to declutter some childhood things and pass it along to a collector who's really going to appreciate her. So anyway, that was enough about my wonderful day picking her up. It really was special. But look at this little violin case. It is so adorable. And it opens up. This reminds me of the little one that I have in my dollhouse. I have a tiny, tiny miniature one of this. I should go get it. So there it is. It's got the violin and the bow. I'm gonna go get the other one. I just had to do this because it's just so cute to have two miniature violins. Look at this little one. This is the one from my dollhouse. Isn't it absolutely precious? This little teeny weeny little miniature violin. And it's got the bow and the case. It's so cute. I just love small things like this. So there we have both of our little miniature violins. I just had to show them together. Isn't that neat? So yeah, that's my dollhouse version. And this is my MapleLea doll violin. So it looks really cute when she poses with it actually. Here, this is how she was displayed in the ad. Let's see how this works. Yeah. Oh, Selah, don't fall. Okay, we're gonna cut this part out. Stand up, Leonie. We're gonna save Selah. There, we saved her. Okay, good. All right. Oh, okay. There she is holding it. Isn't that cute? So the MapleLea doll hands can clasp things. So that is really neat. You don't have to use elastic bands. The things just are all designed, her hands are designed specifically to hold on to items like that. So that is really cute. Okay, so Leonie's got her little violin, getting ready to play. So while she's doing that, and maybe she wants to collect some money from passers-by, so I'll put her little case open there so people can drop money in. So this bag was included with the doll. Can you believe it? This is this young lady's entire collection for Leonie.